This old job is always causing stress. All I ever do is work, I don't get no rest. I know Thursday night is on the way. Down in troubled waters, Mike's where the bay. Pour me a drunk donkey IPA. Let that magic mango chase my blues away. I know that I'll be among my friends. The mic's where the page goes live again. Well, I ran into a friend uptown. Said that things were bad and he was feeling down. I told him Thursday's on the way. Leave me in troubled waters, Mike's where the page. We'll be pouring drunk donkey IPA. Let that magic mango chase our blues away. We know that we'll be among our friends. Little Mike's where the page goes live again. There we go.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Christmas Eve. It's BOGO Eves. Not one BOGO. Two BOGOs. All right. Bam. Look at that. We got a little snow. Everything puts you in the spirit. Christmas spirit. How's your Christmas spirit? Christmas spirit high? Low? Stressed out? A little stressed out here. Definitely more behind than usual. Had a lot going on this last few weeks, so I feel like I'm kind of letting myself down with Christmas gifts. But it happens. So we got our Brew crew over there. Good morning, Brew crew. Our Cat 1, Cat 5 supporters. Got Facebook going. We got TikTok going now. TikTok now letting us go live. We're over on X and on YouTube. So good morning, everybody. I hope you're ready for a wonderful holiday season. We got New Year's. We got Christmas, Hanukkah. What other holidays are this time of year? I don't know. Happy all the holidays. Whatever holiday you're celebrating, have a good one. Cheers. Kwanzaa. There you go. I need to up my knowledge of holidays. I got my little gift in my hand right here, by the way. This little guy is not only back, he's back 110%. He's back to putting his paws up on me because he wants to lay on my lap in the mornings. He had a little bit of weird thing on his nose. His nose, it's gone. It's perfect. He's breathing phenomenal. He gained some weight. He's eating. He's pooping. He's playing. He's peeing. He's everything. He's perfect. So I just knew something wasn't right last week. So thank you all for following along. Hunter seems to be doing good. I'm very cautious, but my God, it's been over a week now. And I can't see any problem with him whatsoever. He is the most happiest dog, healthiest dog, playful dog. Right, buddy? Let's just hope it continues, right? I hope so too. All right, we're gonna say hello to everybody. We got some weather to talk about. We'll do the Bucks. I don't want to talk about the Bucks. Who just brought up the Bucks? Oh, God, the Bucks. God, have you ever seen two balls ripped out of arms like that ever? One in the end zone and one there with the easy 3 points that we were gonna probably get. I couldn't even believe it. Me and Julie looked at each other like, this can't be happening. This can't be happening. I mean, this can't be happening. Anita, thank you. Yes. I have never been more tore up over anything than last Friday. Friday the 13th was a rough Friday the 13th between my head, my mom in the hospital, Hunter being told to be put asleep. I was like, what? Can't get no worse than that. So, Festivus. There you go, Terry. What's up, Richard Reamer? Tina Harris. Thank you there for the pictures. Panhandle, a little chilly, right, Tina? Got Miss Shelly Ross over there. Shelly, y'all been getting rain on the other coast? We've been having these weird little rain showers popping in off the Atlantic the last few days. Mr. Doug Federman, good morning. Oh, no. Sorry, Randy. What was that? What was Abby girl? Good morning, Loretta Reed. We'll just keep Hunter up here. He's doing so good, man. You're so good, buddy. It's a miracle dog. Right? So you get really close to the camera. Say, hello, everybody. Look how healthy I look. Look, look. We'll just keep him right there the whole day. He's even breathing good now. Look, you don't even hardly hear him. It's the most chill dog ever. Oh, we'll say hello to a few more. Hey, Steve, Mom's doing okay. We're going to get to bring her home for Christmas Eve. We're excited about that. We got to bring her back home. But, you know, we're breaking her out of rehab. It's like the great Christmas breakout. We're going to... we have to check her out. She's excited. We're going to order pizza. That's what we always used to do. So when we had kids, we had to change our whole Christmas tradition. So we figured we would start going to Mom and Dad's on Christmas Eve, and then they used to come over here on Christmas Day. So tomorrow, we're going to do the old tradition. My mom used to make food, and then we started ordering pizza. And she loves the Pizza Hut boxes. So we're going to order pizza. And we're going to eat an early dinner. Get her back home about 6 o'clock. So excited about that. We're going to open up some gifts. And, yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be somewhat normal. Hopefully. What's up, Teresa? Cold up north. Yeah, let's talk about that. We got some single digits up there happening right now. Thank you, Mr. Eric. What's up, Judith? You're late. Are you working today, Judith? Anyway, well, let's talk about the weather. You saw my picture of Teddy this morning, right? Teddy was hiding in the liquor cabinet. Tracy, good morning. Look at old Hunter, Tracy. Hey, Katie. Haley, what's up? All right. Well, let's talk some weather. I want to say hi to everybody. What's up, Lisa St. Augustine? Do y'all go to the Florida Man games, Lisa, last year? The second annual's coming up, and that's a lot of fun. It's up that way. You tired? You just plopped over. 18 degrees in the mountains. Oh, geez, that's cold. What's up, sailing? How's it going? Well, you probably saw my picture last week. We had a huge little family Christmas party here at the house. It was awesome Saturday night. I was really worried about this little guy, but he did so good. He woke up Sunday really good, so he didn't have people food. So we had a great ABC Fine Wine and Spirits outing. The spinny wheel was a big hit. We had a little bell. Every time the bell rang, we did a spin on the wheel, and we had 8 different shots. The crew at ABC helped me pick out 8 new style drinks. Root beer float was pretty darn good. There's something that's like in an old mug. It's called root beer float. pretty good. So, anyway, huge thanks to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits for being a big family member here in my household, and not just for what they sell, but just because they're good people and family owned and operated here in the great state of Florida. So we really appreciate everything that they do for me. Tomorrow night, Christmas Eve. Listen, if you're flipping channels, Live Now Fox is everywhere now. It's on every streaming device, every social media device, everywhere. It's free. Your TV has it. I'm going to be on there from 9 p.m. to midnight tomorrow night. Top of the hour, bottom of the hour, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I'm tracking Santa Claus, okay? I am the official weather tracker of Santa Claus. Okay? So, that is the coolest thing ever. I'm telling you. We're going to be tracking him on NORAD, and I'm going to be helping guide his sleigh to make sure he avoids any weather that comes his way for the big night. So, you can add that to our little box, Shelly, that now we are the official Santa storm tracker. Right there. Look at that. Santa's storm tracker. So, think about that tomorrow night. It might be on your local Fox, too. We don't know who's going to pick it up, but it'll definitely be streaming live on Live Now Fox. So, Gary, there you go. Down in Venice. All right, so we'll put Hunter. Look how good Hunter is. Can you believe this? This little guy. You are so good, buddy. He is so healthy. I can't get over you. Maybe Louie will come over. Look at, he's even getting a little fat. Look. He's getting some weight on him. We'll put him on one of these little, we'll spin him around. Round and round. My little boy. I'm going to put you down. All right. Well, we do have weather to talk about. And I do own shoes, by the way. Emily bought me these a couple years ago. Hey, dudes. You know it's cold out when I wear shoes. All right. Here's what the radar looks like for the chances of a white Christmas. Okay, this is from my buddy Ben Knoll on X. These are areas that probably will see snow on the ground. Some places in Canada, first time in 10 years that they see snow on the ground. Crazy. But chances of white Christmas, this is, I was corrected. I showed a snow map. A white Christmas, I guess officially, is snow on the ground. I considered it snow falling, but anyway, snow on the ground forecast. A little bit in West Virginia, but pretty much that's it. Pennsylvania northward, Great Lakes area, but not a lot of snow on the ground. Not a lot of snow on the ground. 1 to 6 inches in the light blue. Dark purplish blue there is your higher total. So really not a lot of snow. Definitely no snow in Florida. Or Georgia. Or hell, anybody on the south and east. So there's your white Christmas snow depth on Christmas morning at 7 a.m. Here is what's coming now tomorrow. We're going to talk about this. There unfortunately is going to be some storms across the middle part of the U.S. tomorrow, Christmas Eve. This is 8 p.m. tomorrow night. This is when Santa is going to be out there, and I'm going to be tracking him. I don't know where he's going to be at 8 p.m. We're going to be using the NORAD Santa tracker, so I'm going to have to be doing my weather skills in different parts of the world. But this is what it's going to look like tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. There's our storms. Maybe a couple little sprinkles on the Florida East Coast. This little spot's still lingering over here from the Atlantic. But very, very, very slow Christmas Eve other than this little storm patch here. We're going to have some snow out west. Mountains, higher elevation, Nevada. But that's it. That's tomorrow at 8 p.m. Now, Christmas Day temperatures. This is high temperatures for Christmas Day. Unfortunately, we're going to see 80s. Iowa too, Glenda. Yes. Sorry. Last time I was in Iowa, I was up at a convention for my good friend Tammy here at OSR, and I saw Busch Light on tap in Iowa with a corn stalk for a, you're not in Florida anymore when you got Busch Light on tap. What's up, Mr. Jason Keller? Historic East Coast blizzard. Yeah, that's very. I'm gonna look at that with you, buddy. But it's weather models in the winter are worse than tropical models as far as consistency goes. And there was a run of the GFS that showed heavy snow across the south. And there was a couple TikTok videos that got over 1 million views, man. So I did that little video yesterday, mainly for myself. But, one run of the GFS compared to 8 runs of the GFS in Euro. Not one run of the other 8 models showed it. So you kind of got to go with consistency and weather patterns. And don't see it yet. There is a cool down coming I'm going to talk about. So we're going to have a little warm-up for the next week or two. And then we're going to see a cool down in the middle part of January. Hope you have a good Christmas, Mr. James. Thank you, buddy. Softball season's coming soon. $1.89 a 6-pack, Lori. Good morning, Kitchen. How's South Florida doing? Any fallen iguanas? These are high temperatures for Christmas, so we're going to see some 80s down in lower Florida, 80s down in Texas, 70s across the upper Gulf Coast. High temperatures, of course, freezing temperatures farther north you go. So you got, typical cold, medium, hot Christmas. I do want to talk about that, though, Jason. We're going to look at that. Here's current radar, by the way. You got some snow falling up north. Not a lot, but you got some snow falling. This is your frontal line is developing. It's going to bring these storms tomorrow, unfortunately. Nothing going on in the south. Still little dribbles of rain here on the Atlantic coastline. So we could see some rain up there through Georgia and maybe even South Carolina today. There's a little mass of energy here that's kind of hanging out on the Atlantic coast. So, Shelly, you got any showers over there? Oh, yeah, Shelly. I thought of you, Shelly, when I saw that. I got Shelly she's a big bird lover, animal lover. And, got her one of those the coolest thing ever, I thought, is the bird cam bird feeder. And your phone goes off when a bird lands and eats. But it also will tell you what kind of bird it is based on AI. So if you get a notification of pterodactyls on your bird feeder, run. Here's these rain showers I was talking about down in Florida right now currently. Couple of them pretty heavy, drifting into the Atlantic East Coast. Some up in the maybe Brunswick, Savannah area too. Had a little bit of energy over here in the Atlantic, fueling off that warm Gulf Stream blowing in there with these high pressure winds. So that's kind of the pattern we get. The winds come in off the Atlantic, kind of pushing in the rains, kind of fueling up over that warmer Gulf Stream waters. Here's the 3-day surface charts coming up. You can see this is through Christmas. That little front's backed up, just hanging off the Florida East Coast. A little low pressure, actually. Let's take a look at it, see if we can see any spinach. Sometimes we get sometimes we get these teeny weeny, little weeny, low pressure areas off the Atlantic. You can kind of see it right there. Not really, though. There's your convergence, the frontal line, kind of creating all that instability a little bit. Nothing really showing on that, so that was not true. But anyway, there's our old front line bringing some rain. It's going to drift up the coastline through tomorrow. So there's your rains through Christmas Eve there. This little spot, this front's going to back up, maybe bring some rain across Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Rainfall total is not a lot, but it's going to hug that coastline. Here's your 5-day rainfall. There's that big blob coming across Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. rains in the middle part of the U.S., but there's your little rain across the East Coast. A little bit of coastal action as this little old frontal line hangs out here. This is fine. Look at out west, man. They're getting another Pacific storm clipping. Heavy rains out west. But we do got to watch for that. This is storms tomorrow, Christmas Eve. Could be some strong storms across Texas. Nita, will we get fog at night? Not for a few days. Storms tomorrow. Tina, we always need a pet sitter. I don't know if you're local or not. I doubt you want to drive down to pet sit if you live like in Alabama. So anyway, storms tomorrow. Unfortunately, we got a little bit of Gulf juice spinning up, fueling frontal line coming down. So this area right here could see some strong storms tomorrow. We'll see if they up it to yellow or not. Right now, they're not talking too much language as far as severe, but let's see what they say here. They say this. Mainly just wind and hail. Severe storms. I don't see the T word though. So hopefully no tornadoes. Dew points will be in the 60s. So that's why we got some thunderstorms tomorrow. Alright, there you go. Christmas Day. Frontal line might bring some random thunderstorms across the Louisiana area as this line pushes a little bit more to the east. Nothing showing up too severe on Wednesday. Thursday, more the same. In fact, where is Thursday? That's Monday. That's today. I guess I didn't have Thursday up. But Thursday is nothing to really show what's going on. Well, that's Tuesday, Wednesday. So Thursday is nothing. There's your service chart showing you the next 3 days. Let me show you this one more time. So there's our snow we're seeing today across the upper Great Lakes region. It's going to be out of here by Christmas Day. This is our front line brewing Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So that's kind of it weather-wise. Here's what it looks like now. There are some models that were showing this juice might back up towards the end of the month. So we're going to look at some long-range stuff here. But there was some signs that this old frontal line might get lifted up and bring some heavy rain across Florida possibly here in a week or so. So we're going to look at that here in a second. This little blob of Western Caribbean. There's a lot of thunder down there in Jamaica. Hispaniola right there. That's current look at things. Temperature outlook. So here's kind of what we got. H.O. Thank you, buddy. Heard about the Frenchies. So temperature-wise, this is through first of the year. Nobody's below normal except Alaska. Even Hawaii's above normal. Whatever normal is. But above normal, big time across the middle, upper part of the U.S. Through the 1st of January. Then we go past that into the first week of January. And this is December 30th through January 5th. Could see a little bit cooler weather down in South Florida, believe it or not. Cooler than normal. Still hot up north, still hot southwest. Pattern change coming, though. We got a big old blast of cold Arctic Canadian North Pole air coming down. And the middle part of January, we could see things a little cool again. So a little warm up, warmer than normal, and then now we're seeing possibly cooler middle part of January. Not much below normal, just a little below normal. Rainfall, because it's hotter out, we get more chances for rain. Precipitation chances a little hotter or higher than normal through the first of the year. Then we get the pattern shift starting to show up Still heavier precipitation in the northern part of the U.S., about normal down south. And then we get into the whole month of January. And if we are a little cooler than normal down south, that means a little less rainfall down south. So there's your month of January precipitation outlook overall, not like daily, but. And this is through March, if you're curious. The long range looking at precipitation, January, February, March. Not a good sign for lower part of the U.S. Because we might have a high pressure locked in, kind of keeping things dry for February and March. Good for Daytona, which we might have our car, Furman, working on the hurricane car. So we should have, hopefully, something, to announce soon as we have a car for Daytona weekend over there for the Great American Race. All right, so let's look at the GFS. Kind of show what's going on. Got Biggie muffins. All right, so here's your weather pattern. Let's take a look at the GFS. Last couple runs. All right, so here's these storms tomorrow and going into Christmas morning. There they are. And maybe this little juice here. This is that little bit of juice coming up that the GFS has been showing here and the Euro. So maybe a little bit of burst of juice down here. This is the weekend coming up, 27th, okay, Friday. This is kind of odd, but this is kind of, I guess if we were to look at maybe the next potential weather thingy, is that lightning that I was showing you down in the lower Western Caribbean get pulled up around this high and up towards the Gulf. So this has been showing up kind of frequently into Florida the following weekend, 27th, 28th. That crazy snowstorm that was showing up, people were sharing, ain't showing up now. Here's a front line next Sunday, possibly. But that can change. But this is the interesting little thing. Let's look at the 00Z. There's a big blob of rain over Friday, Saturday over Florida. The 18Z showing you the same. So good consistency on something blobby-ish coming up through the Gulf, turning up into Florida next weekend. Very possible. So we're keeping an eye on that. The Euro, not as aggressive as usual. We have conflict, but you can still see some sort of moisture pulling up into the next weekend. Oh, yesterday's 00Z. Let's take a look at that. So, yeah. Let's look at the Canadian. It's showing that blob Friday. It kind of pulls it up into maybe Florida there a little bit. This is Friday and Saturday this weekend. Icon. This is Saturday. You can see all the blobby mess down there. So that's, nothing to obviously stress about, but just could bring some unsettled weather for Florida. As our next front line looking pretty confident here on the 29th. That's a pretty good hefty little squall line on Sunday. All of them are showing that. So that could be our next front line. This is Sunday, and Sunday. So you got all four models showing some sort of a frontal line brewing up the following weekend. So that could be the next thing. Not a lot of snow with it, though. Snow is way up north here. Most of these systems that come up out of the south don't have enough time to pull down any cold air until it gets, pretty far north, and then it ends up wrapping around it and staying, up in this general area. So, but sometimes these can create some storms to watch too. So, and we get a big dip in the jet. Sometimes a little more storm chances, even though we have less winter chances with those little dips that we see like right there. So this would be the weekend. There's our next little possible system brewing, maybe some sort of storms here Saturday and Sunday. So our next front line comes through this weekend. So we'll be keeping an eye on it. Two things. One would be some sort of a front line here later in the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and then of course rainy, blobby mess here coming up from the Caribbean. In fact, if you look at the GFS, and let's look at the Western Caribbean, look at the GFS, we can see some vorticity models, and you should be able to follow it coming up. Here it is right here. This is Christmas Day. This whole general blobby area right here kind of rotates around and kind of ends up, so, it could be close enough to the Keys to bring some stormy weather this weekend. Keep an eye on that for sure. I mean, it's showing up as a potential low pressure little area that could cause a little mess out there. People cruising and that kind of thing. So definitely two things, I guess, long range on the radar would be a next weekend front of line and some Florida weather incoming from some action down there in the Western Caribbean. And it's really this little area right now you can still see brewing on the radar. This right here. So this is what kind of pivots around and ends up here sometime over the weekend. As we have an approaching front, kind of pick it up, lift it up around, and then maybe bring in some weather this weekend to the Florida Peninsula. Let's go to Saturday. And this is the Euro. This is GFS. So no matter what, we do have a front line. We do have something pulling up, and I think we're going to see some weather this weekend. In fact, I bet you they're talking about it on day 4, day 8. I bet you they are. Let's see what we got. Severe potential. Moves towards the deep south by Thursday. No, they don't even go out that far. But they will. So there you go. Christmas, other than storms in Texas, Louisiana area we're watching. That's it. Nothing crazy. Which is good for travel. Big time. We don't want no big blizzards or anything like that. Let's look at some snowfall potential here in the next 48 hours. I don't think we're going to see too much than what we've already seen falling now. So all this is happening right now. This snowfall totals from Pennsylvania northwards through Christmas right now. So that's it. 24-hour snowfall. We go to Christmas Eve here. About right here. Once Christmas morning comes around, it's gone. So very little snow falling Christmas Day. Christmas Eve, we can still see some lingering snow falling, but Christmas Day, very little snow falling. So there you go. No snow in Tennessee, Alexander. Sorry. We had Gatlinburg snow again, in the mountains, not so much the city. I wonder if I think I got a number. I thought I had a webcam down here. Thought I had a Gatlinburg webcam. Have so many links. It's crazy. Solar cycle progression. Heat index maps. We don't have to worry about heat index. Anyway. Oh, Allie Lee, good morning. Merry Christmas. Jamaica, Ian. Yeah, we're just talking about you. You got a little weather to your south. That might get you a little bit, maybe next couple days. Good morning, Ms. V. Flood. Hope everybody has a great Christmas. It's been a very long hurricane season, all beginning with Beryl. Early season Cat 5. We came all the way through the Caribbean up to Texas, all the way to Maine. And we just had one after another, after another, after another. Just was a very, very busy hurricane season. A lot of folks still dealing with crap. Not a lot of accumulation there, David. No. Beth says Hanukkah and Christmas on the same day. Very rare. Little tidbit there. Miss Joy. Merry Christmas, Marla. All right, so we'll be live Friday. Obviously not Christmas Day. I'm on a cruise. We got a little family cruise the end of the month. So the first part of January, we won't be live. If you're always curious when our next live is, I always put it right up top here. Our next Daily Brew right here. So you can always go to the webpage and see our next Daily Brew. I got a busy January coming up and a busy February coming up. If I'm not sick. Yeah, so we'll be doing Daytona weekend, Daytona 500. We have a car over there. Going out to Vegas for the big show with Furman and Lowe's. The week before that, got my yearly event in Orlando the end of January. So the lives will be sporadic, as they always are every year this time of year. But we'll keep everybody up to date on where I'm at, what we're doing. Hope you have an awesome holiday, Christmas. We really appreciate you tuning in to Mike's Story page. TikTok, we just started going live. They just released that. So hopefully next season we'll be able to bring you our Daily Brew in the mornings, give you up to date on all the weather. And keep you up on what's cooking, hopefully. A lot of weather people out there doing videos. So, all right, well, that's it, man. I hope you can tune in tomorrow. Remember, I'll be on live now with Fox. You can get it anywhere, stream it anywhere. Tune in. I will be tracking Santa Claus, NORAD. And I'll be showing clips of that, of course, and sharing it. So watch for that. And we're excited about Christmas. So Merry Christmas to all. And to all a good night.